Evictions remain on pause around the country tonight, but that's not kept a major landlord in the St. Louis area from trying to put people out on the streets.
And in one instance, a phony document was used. News 4 investigator Chris Nagus is watching out for you tonight.
So I don't have a job, so I'm on unemployment.
Taylor Lambert is raising 2 kids at the Oak Park Apartments in North County. While pregnant, Lambert says she lost her job at a warehouse. Until recently, she was facing eviction.
So I'm having troubles basically just paying it in full.
Lambert printed off this CDC declaration and signed it. It's supposed to give tenants impacted by the pandemic a reprieve until June 30th. She took it to the office.
They refused to take it and just kept telling me and demanding for payment.
Lambert even snapped a photo of it sitting in the manager's office, but says the eviction notices kept coming.
They have put a notice of eviction that they created on her door.
Rob Swearingen of Legal Services of Eastern Missouri is her attorney.
We see a landlord that is ignoring the moratorium on evictions and trying to scare people out of their apartments. They're under an obligation to stop that eviction when they get that declaration. And in this case, we know for a fact that they didn't.
Oak Park is run by Monarch Management Group, a Colorado company that manages 64,000 apartments in 21 states. 25 of those complexes are here in St. Louis, including the Paddock Village Apartments. Swearingen says that complex recently presented a tenant with this letter.
It's all fake.
In bold, red letters, it states eviction notice, vacate immediately. It lists a phony cause number and a message. You are hereby commanded to vacate this property immediately. A judgment to return possession of these premises to the landlord was entered by the Circuit Court of St. Louis County. Turns out, that's not true.
This is completely bogus. It has a case number that's not real. Our client who received this document on her door never was sued.
The letter includes a CC to Matthew Chase, attorney at law.
Now, my clients range the gamut.
Chase evicts tenants on behalf of Monarch, but told me he's never seen this letter. He makes it clear he didn't authorize it and was never CC'd on it either.
My experience.
He's also very clear about his thoughts on the CDC declarations being turned in by tenants like Lambert.
I think the CDC declaration, not just how it was originally instituted, but its extensions were remarkably outside of the law. It's unconstitutional thoroughly. The federal government has no right to tell landlords in Missouri and to tell Missouri courts what to do with eviction law.
Chase believes the real victims are his clients, the landlords, and says many tenants are in a bind and shouldn't be.
You were making more on unemployment than you did working. Then you got your stimulus checks and all this other help, and yet nobody was paying rent because they were told you don't have to pay your rent, nobody can evict you. So we have countless cases that owe 10 months, 12 months, 14 months rent, and our clients are being destroyed.
The CDC form states, if you violate the CDC's eviction order, you and your business may be subject to criminal penalties. So despite having an unfavorable opinion about the declaration, I asked Chase how the company handles it when one is turned in.
It's clear that you disagree with the CDC order.
That being said,
do your clients accept it?
Our clients accept it, yeah.
Taylor says that didn't happen in her case, but after contacting Swearingen, she says the eviction was put on hold. Taylor also says she's working to get caught up. Her attorney says residents in the same situation need to know their rights.
We made sure that we told the sheriff of St. Louis County that there is a CDC declaration, and we gave the sheriff of St. Louis County proof of it. People need to know that they can go straight to the sheriff of St. Louis County and they will strike that eviction off their rolls.
June 30th, this is going to expire.
Maybe, unless they extend it again. It's arbitrary. Don't forget, this is all arbitrary. They extended it because we're still in the middle of a pandemic.
Chase can't predict when the declaration will go away, but if it does expire on June 30th, court proceedings will be moving forward.
Then there's just going to be a ton of people getting evicted. Sorry. Now, our landlords will still generally, not all of them, and there's a case-by-case basis. Some of them, they don't want to work with people, even if Safer is going to pay the money. Because there are people that they're just done with.
A lawyer that represents Monarch Management Group told me the employee that created the bogus eviction letter and the one that posted eviction notices on Lambert's door after she turned in the declaration has been fired. That same lawyer makes it clear Monarch will comply with the CDC declaration and also wants tenants to know rental assistance is available. If you're in trouble, you should speak with your property manager. The Monarch lawyer said some tenants have not inquired about rental assistance funds. Chris Negus, News 4 investigates.